So this isn't a video specifically or directly about non-duality, although everything really is non-duality. But I've just put the camera on to just to speak and record it and see what comes out. Um, um, uh, and what I want to express or talk about is truth. So not like truth as in absolute truth, but truth as in being truthful, being honest to your experience, being honest to how you feel. And it seems so simple to be honest, just say how it is, and how it is to each person. It isn't ultimate reality how it actually is, but it's just how it is relatively. So how you feel, how you perceive something. But it's really so it's so important to be honest. It's so important to be truthful. It's a natural thing to be truthful, actually, like a natural flow to be truthful. It's being dishonest that's not in line with like what what the truth is. It's not in line with how you really feel, what you really are. um and I'm having to be truthful, like with family, friends, and family members. I've tended to avoid. I've grown up suppressing or repressing, suppressing or not expressing my truth, um, for many reasons. Family dynamics, being the youngest child, being the only female child, um, attachment issues and stuff like that, and being abused, and you learn to suppress your truth and hide your truth, and having to now, and then you can hide in. I really hid from the world. I hid, everything. I hid. Um, yeah, like I really hid. Just thinking about like leaving my job and like retreating from the world really is very. I've no regrets about that. It was totally perfect, and there was so much benefits from that happening. It was just amazing to say no more and to retreat. But just seeing how spirituality can be another way of retreating. It doesn't have to be, but it often can be for lots of people, where your friends and maybe your family, work colleagues are on a have different interests or on a different path, and you kind of isolate and become more and more apart from the community around you, society. Particularly now with all the social media and stuff, there's more opportunities to self-isolate. Um, uh, so yeah, and then spirituality um, definitely gives opportunity to again self-isolate, to become reclusive. Particularly non-duality actually is very much about um, all spirituality maybe. It's very much a personal journey. Um, so yeah, you can begin to hide in spirituality. And what a place to hide in non-duality. Like there is no one, emptiness. But yeah, just the coming back into the human living, expressing your truth, um, to people, to family, to friends, and having to deal with stuff that you've been avoiding or not aware of, not conscious of, like family patterns and your ways of being, and then having that become more conscious, um, and then having to like wanting and having to, in a way, not be that anymore. You've come out of the cave and you've changed, and you're having to like there's no desire to go back to the old ways of it being, and just standing up and being being truthful, being what you are to your family, to your friends. It's like God. Like growing up, like really feels like maturing. It really feels like maturing, like maturing from a child position to being an adult. And maybe your parents maybe are not adults yet. Maybe they're still in the child stage of development, and so um it's really scary to like be an adult and to have boundaries and have yeah, boundaries, and to tell people, no, I'm not having that anymore. I don't want that in my life anymore. It's kind of it's really great, it's really empowering, but it's a bit ooh. Yeah. So I'm not really sure what I'm saying. I'm just wanting to um express stuff. Maybe maybe you might hear this and think, what's she talking about? This isn't non-duality. This is like personal. This is more about the personal. Um, and yeah, maybe it is more about the human, more about the human. But in the spirit of that truthfulness, I just like in the spirit of being authentic and truthful and honest, and I can't I can't not be human as well. Like it just doesn't work here. It doesn't work to present um myself as non-dual. It doesn't present. Doesn't feel that. It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel like that here. Here it feels human as well. It feels human as well. Really human as well. It's so beautiful. So yeah, who knows? Maybe what's been spoken will resonate with somebody, and maybe it won't. But yeah, it was nice to express that. Okay, bye.